Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to episode 10
We made it to
10.
the double digits.
Double digits.
of The Cigar Show.
Yeah.
I am Randy Rankin, and I'm here with the used-to-be lovely Faith Cox. And
Wow.
this guy is back,
Hey, welcome back,
Big Tony Gomez. We have missed your loveliness over here.
Yeah.
You remember
Thank
when
you.
Faith used to be hot? You know?
Oh.
Hey, you know,
Oh man.
I didn't know Faith was here. I thought we had Cher here this morning.
Yes,
I
I
thought,
look like Cher.
hey Cher, how you, oh no, that's Faith. So,
Yeah,
hey
how you
Faith, how
doing?
you doing there, girlfriend?
Yeah.
All right, you're looking good there, looking
You know
good.
we're just teasing you.
I
You're
know.
still kind of cute.
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever heard that song by R.E.M.? Bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang, get it,
Yeah.
bang, bangs, bangs.
Yeah.
Never mind, never
Oh,
mind. Never
okay,
mind.
so- Just to fill everyone in case you missed
Yeah.
last week's episode, and if you did, shame on you, and if you didn't, you can go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Or the other way around. Whatever I just said, it's flip-flop it. But anyway, Faith got a haircut. She was worried about how her hair turned out. She got her bangs cut, or she
Yeah.
actually has bangs now.
Yeah.
And we said if we could get some videos over 400 views, she would reveal. So here it is.
Yeah. So thank you guys for 400 views. That is awesome. I really appreciate it. But here's the reveal. I promised if we got 400 views, I would show my bangs, and here we are. Thank you guys for 400 views. Keep it up, and thank you guys.
Yeah, let's get up to 1,000 next. What do you think?
I say, let's get it to 1,000 and never ever get your haircut at the liquor store.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So,
That was probably my mistake.
That was
Is going to
yeah.
the liquor store.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. I think it looks.
It
I don't
does. It
see.
does look great.
I think it looks cool, man. I think bangs
Thank
on a
you.
woman look great. So I think you look beautiful as always. And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong. I
Thank
don't see
you.
why you're so embarrassed. I think you look beautiful as always. That's
She
all.
Thank you.
She
So-
does. I just had to tease her.
Yeah.
And speaking of the REM song "Bang Bang Bang," which is a good song, by the way,
Mhm.
I sent her a video or a YouTube clip of
Oh yeah.
Ricky Martin's "She Bangs,"
Yep.
and she texted back that I was a jerk. But that's
Yeah.
okay. I am a jerk. I can't be. Anyway, so
But just to get back at Randy a little bit here, if we do get to 1,000 views, Randy's gonna do something insane with his hair.
yes, I am.
So
if we get to 1,000 views,
Yeah. I will be doing the hair for him, so it's all my choice. So one, leave a comment, whatever y'all think, rainbow, tie dye, whatever y'all want. We're gonna do it, but we have to get to 1,000 views.
there you go. That sounds
1,000
fair.
views and Randy sacrifices his hair.
Yeah.
Man, that's taking one for the team,
It
brother.
is, man. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Randy deals with the people, man. He gets out there.
That's
so
right. This is a
so,
show
yeah.
for the people, so
Yeah, it
we
is.
have to do that.
That's it. All right.
Absolutely. Well, we are here, of course, at the beautiful Richardson Cigar Shop du jour.
Yeah.
Which, what does that mean? Cigar shop of the day? That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we are here at Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas.
Yeah.
Beautiful store. We're at 1002 North Central Expressway in Richardson. Please come see us. And
There'll be a
tell you
sign
what,
outside that says Calypso on it. but-
Tell you what, if you come in today or tomorrow, this being January 24th or the 25th, I'll give you 5% off your cigar purchase if you mention the Cigar Podcast.
There we go.
How's that sound, guys?
Sounds great.
All right.
So,
Take advantage of that deal.
but you have to tell me before you go in the humidor, okay?
Oh, hey, the cigar show.
What about it?
Well, I've mentioned the cigar show, so now I get to go have 5% off.
You don't buy your cigars anyway.
Hey.
You take your you guys buy new cigars all the time, so you don't have to worry about that. And
Don't we get a? Wow, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Never mind.
let's don't pull the curtain back too far. Anyway, of course, producing the show, as always, is the great Jerry Morris, who scolded me a little while ago, but that's okay. I'll get over it. I've
Jerry
got
scolds
skin.
us all, man. So,
He does, man.
So.
Jerry is a pro.
Yes, he is.
If you heard a list of the bands that he has done sound for,
Yeah. It's
it is like a
impressive.
who's who of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. It's great. And we're honored to have him help us with the show.
Yeah.
And Jaron is back. He got us posted last week. I noticed, though, when you post it, we get more views than he does. So I think he's not putting in the right keywords.
Huh.
So you need to
Well-
tell him the right keywords.
Well, we
because-
will take care of that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's really up to you guys. Share, comment.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So anyway, we've got some interesting. Well, it's kind of one topic, but we're going to split it into two different ways. Today's topic is going to be embarrassing moments, and we're going to talk about embarrassing moments in life, things that we've done that are stupid or that we've seen somebody do that are embarrassing or funny, and then segue into some cigar embarrassing moments, and we've all got those. So let's get it kick-started. Faith is dying to tell me this story, so I'm ready to hear it. Give me an embarrassing life moment from you.
Embarrassing life. So it wasn't. It wasn't embarrassing for me. It was hysterical for me because I witnessed it.
Okay.
Well, this is kind of mean. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. It's a little bit mean.
Mean is fine.
Mean is a little bit okay, but there's this terrible, rude woman at this party once. It was older people, elder crowd, family friends, family members, and there's just one lady there that she is just a really rude, kind of a cold person. But she brought her boxer with her. We were just all hanging out, drinking a little bit, and watching a movie. I think we were just eating and chatting together. And me and my dad happened to notice out of the corner of our eye that the boxer kept drinking out of her cup. She never saw, so she kept drink, and then she'd set it back down on the floor, and the dog would just go at it again. And we were like,
She was drinking after a dog, but she
Yeah.
didn't know it.
she didn't know it,
Okay.
and then she's like, this tastes funny. What's wrong with this drink? And we're like,
Nothing.
we were like trying not to laugh, and it's like, I don't know, maybe I didn't want to be too mean. I was like, maybe the dog got into it. I don't know. And like for like 10 minutes
Maybe
before that,
the dog got into it.
Yeah.
You know it.
I did.
Yeah, well,
So.
you didn't want to gross her out too much.
No, I didn't. I was
Right.
trying to be nice
Okay, Tony?
in a way.
So embarrassing for someone else, not Oh,
It could be either one.
okay. Well, no, I was good. I was. One time I was leaving work, and all my coworkers were leaving also, and I rear-ended a guy right in front of our
Tony,
offices.
this is a family show.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Right there on Irving Boulevard, and so everybody everybody that was leaving the offices that day got to see me fill out, or talking to the police and trading information with the guy, and so that was like, I became called. They called me Crash for like the next 6 months, man. And it was so embarrassing because the owners of the company were going by, and I was a delivery driver. That was one of my things. I was like an estimator for this print company, so I was like a troubleshooter. I would have to go out and fix problems for customers and get estimates and whatever. I just kind of handled stuff all day
Right.
long. And so they were like, "Hey man, is this gonna screw up our rates? Is this gonna, you know what I mean?" So. And guys would throw that out just in front of the owner, just to piss him off,
yeah.
Hey, Mike, I think Tony's gonna screw up our insurance, and oh man, and it would just like you'd see him get red, man. So that really was like a really.
So did you not see the car, or just you misjudged it, or what was the
Man,
deal?
I don't know. It happened so fast. Traffic was so stop and go on Urban Boulevard at that time of day.
Right.
If you're familiar with that part of town, it just gets
it
that way.
gets bad. Yeah.
So, who's to say, man? Maybe, this was back in my drinking days. So hey, that's another question. That's another loaded question altogether. What was I altered? No. Was I probably opening a drink? More than likely, yes. You know what I mean? So, wasn't altered? No. On my way to becoming altered?
Yes.
90%, I'm gonna go with yes. So so that I'm not gonna say altered. Gonna become altered? Yes. Did I become altered after the accident? I'm pretty sure I did, you know. So that's just the way Big Tony rolled back in those days. So there you go. That's
Okay.
Big Tony's moment.
That's a good
you know,
story,
traffic accident in front of everybody you worked with. So
That's
you know.
always fun. Yes.
So there you go. So there,
You know, one of those
yeah.
moments where you want to just
There
dig
you go.
yourself a hole.
And you know that what's that commercial? Want to get away?
Yeah,
you
want to
know?
get
There
away.
you go.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That was definitely that moment. This is a story that has been famous in my family for years, and it involves my brother who passed away a few years ago. But he hated when I told this story, and I have a witness. My other brother saw this happen. The brother that it happened to swore to his dying day this never happened. It happened. I saw it. My other brother saw it. Okay, so my mom used to babysit for this a friend of hers who lived across the street from us in the summer. And we had a swing set in our yard, but you know, being boys, we destroyed all the swings. So really all we had was the frame of the swing set in the
Yeah,
yard.
in the same house.
I think so. And so what we would do is we would climb up on it and we'd sit on the top rail, just kind of swing our legs, you know, just have fun, you know. Well, my brother thought he was a ladies' man. I mean, he was Mr. Flirt and ladies' man. Yeah, every girl wanted him. And he's like 7 years old. And the girl that my mom babysat, her name was Charlotte. And they were sitting up there on this crossbar. And and I'm hearing him talking to her, and he says, "You know what, Charlotte? Here's what I'm going to do." And he's real serious. It's serious as a heart attack. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a backflip off this
Oh
bar
no.
and land
no.
on my feet. But don't you try it, because it takes expert skill and precision.
Oh no.
Swear to God, that's what he said. Expert skill and precision.
Oh my god.
He then proceeds to, bam. I mean, he didn't even make any kind of spin at all. He just went, bam, onto the ground. He's laying on his back, legs kicking in the air, going, oh! He just died. Oh my God. So I'm laughing so hard, you know.
Yeah, of course.
He's screaming. My other brother's on his big wheel, laughing his ass off. My mom comes running out to find out what's going on. And she sees my brother just, oh, what's wrong with your brother? And I couldn't tell her. I was laughing so hard I couldn't tell her what had happened. He was, and then he's, so she's smacking me, trying to get me to calm down so I could tell her what happened. By the time I told her, my mom's laughing so hard. Meanwhile, my brother's getting no medical attention, no nothing. We're all just sitting here laughing at him.
Yeah.
It was great, and it did happen. He said the words, expert, skill, and precision. Yes, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to maybe share a little bit more, and then we'll go into cigar moments. We're going to start segment 2 now of the show. And for people that go, what do y'all do in segment-wise when it's all continuous? It's more for us on our timing. Is why we address it. So anyway, so you had a story about a guy hitting on you. What was that story?
It's kind of a cigar story. So.
And you want to wait for this out one? Okay,
Yeah.
you got something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay.
So anyway, well, of course you can relate to the hours of a cigar rep being traveling, and you're constantly going, so you don't get the best of sleep, and a lot of times at night you are doing emails and stuff like that, so you don't get the best of sleep. So I'm and I was still, this was when I was still holding one of my retail positions.
Yeah.
So on an evening off, what do? I go hang out at one of the cigar lounges close to me. And it's not a cigar lounge that I'm doing business with.
Right.
So, and they know me, the owner knows me, but the guys that are hanging out there, maybe a couple of them know me, but not all of them. So anyway, so I'm sitting there quiet, minding my own business, like I like doing when I can sneak into a cigar lounge and people, not everybody knows me, man. I like to, just quietly put my earbuds in and and enjoy my cigar, man. That's it. That's all I want to do. This particular time, I was at a place in Frisco, over in the Frisco Square. I'm not going to say the name of the place, but you know what I'm talking about. So, man, I am really tired, and I believe, anyway, so I had my cigar like this, and I have blue jeans on just like this, music playing through the earbuds, and I proceed to fall asleep. Well, I'm woken up. No, I'm in
you're in the lounge.
I'm in the lounge.
Oh, okay,
I'm sitting down in the lounge,
Okay.
and I'm there, and there's guys sitting around, and everybody's doing their own thing, man, looking on their phone, looking on their laptop. All of a sudden, man, I am awoken by a deadly sting on my right thigh. And brother, I am fully engulfed right here, man. I have let this cigar
Burn through your pants.
So, man, I literally and at the same time, here's the thought process that's going on, and all these thoughts culminate at the same time. I'm like, I kind of stifle myself at the same time. I like that, and I pull myself in. Because what I don't want is I don't want one of these guys automatically filming me and putting me on YouTube saying, look at Big Tony burning himself, at a cigar lounge smoke, you know what I mean? So that's all that's running into my mind. And I get up and I just kind of play it off, and smoke it. And I look down, bro, and I got a silver dollar size burn hole in my blue jeans. And I'm like, how am I going to get up and these guys not see this big smoking, singeing burn hole? And I got a little strawberry going on my leg. And I'm not even worried about that yet. I'm not even worried about having to take myself to a burn.
Right? Yeah.
So, man, I don't know how I got at it, but I did, and I think I actually grabbed my cigar case and just kind of walked out and kind of put that in its way. And I'm just of course me, and Big Tony, man, I gotta exit cool, man. So I'm like, all right, fellas, we'll see y'all later. All right, man. All right, brother, we'll see y'all later, man. All right now, still walking out cool as can be, baby. I can't be no punk, man.
No, man.
So
never let them see us.
So
sweat,
I'm
right?
thinking exactly. So I'm thinking either they didn't see me, I got away with it, or I'm walking out and they're like, man, did you see that dude burn himself, and all of a sudden he's trying to act cool, So it could have gone either way, you know what I mean? So I have no idea. So either they saw me or didn't see me. So who knows, man? That was
you played it cool though, Tony.
I'm cool too. I'm too cool to be embarrassed,
That's
baby.
right,
So there you go. So that's it,
Yeah. Well, you have the gift of being able to play it down and act cool. One of my most embarrassing moments, once it happened, it's so public that there was nothing you could do. I could not prepare at all. And this happened recently. I'm a college student, and I was in class. We were in a phonetics class, which is just learning about speech and how speech is made. And we were learning about this little, I forgot the name of the device, but it's a device that buzzes and it helps you voice when you don't actually have a voice box or any vocal cords, and it just buzzes when you put it against your neck, and it sort of makes this noise, and you move your lips and you can talk. So me
it's
being
not a stoma. What is it, like a stoma?
Yeah, something like that. But me being the enthusiastic student and wanting to take part in everything in class and get on my professor's good side, he asked for volunteers, and I'm like, yes, me. Of course, I'm in the front of every class.
Right.
So we go
Teacher's
up.
pet.
Yeah, I'm totally teacher's pet. I mean, it's good to have good people in your pocket. So.
That's right.
So me and 3 other students go up, and we are all singing the ABC.
Okay.
And everybody knows the ABC, but the ABC song, and it's got that last couple of lyrics at the end. So we do the ABCs, all our alternating stuff, and it gets to me, and it's been years since I heard those last two lines. So he puts the thing against my neck, and I'm supposed to sing the next line, and I said, I forgot the rest of the song. The ABC song in front of 300 students
You
in
remember
class.
the alphabet. Huh?
No, I could remember the alphabet, but at the end
In
it
a
says.
melodic way, you couldn't think of the.
You're talking about the Now I Know My ABCs.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
part.
didn't-
Oh, I got you.
I
Okay.
didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to close the song. I got
Yeah,
you.
I had to close the song, and I forgot what that last lyric was while 300 students and the 2 TAs and a professor was all looking at me. And once you do that, you can't act cool about that
No.
at all.
No.
And he just like he goes to the next person. So he tried to be nice, but like everybody was like, "Wow, you're in college. You're a college grown woman. You forgot the ABC song."
Wow.
That's-
It's
yeah.
bad.
That's
I
a-
remember it now, though.
Hey, that's
I
a,
wouldn't have told that story.
that's a
no.
trait of genius, though. You know, the genius know the higher level and don't know. So
Exactly.
that's almost complimentary.
Mhm.
So he
We're gonna
misses
go
a
with
couple
that.
weeks, he comes back and he's all like, "Oh, Faith, your bangs look great.
Yeah.
You're a genius." and
Hey,
stuff
I
like
miss
that.
my homegirl, man. What can I
Yeah.
tell you,
Yeah.
man? You know,
Cute, Tony.
so you know.
She didn't miss me.
No, I'm tired of you,
I'm
Andy.
sure you are.
I mean, you did throw me under the bus last episode.
Well, I know.
Oh
That's what's
man,
fun.
here we go, boy. Yeah,
That was hysterical, but also a little mean.
Yeah, well,
Little
hey,
mean.
it happens.
you see, I leave for a couple of weeks and look at them. They
no.
just start going at each
I
other.
know.
Jeez.
Well-
You can't leave us alone too long, Tony.
So I have a couple that come to mind, but I'll tell this one because it's similar to Tony's cigar nightmare. I'm driving, on the road as he mentions, we're driving
Mhm.
great distances to go from city to city to store to store, and I'm almost falling asleep behind the wheel. And it happens to all of us, no matter how alert you think you are and
Yeah.
everything. It's just the road starts to hypnotize you,
Mhm.
And so I thought, well, I'll get a cigar, So I pulled in the gas station, got gas, pulled over to the other side of the parking lot because I didn't want to light a cigar by the gas tank. So at least
Always important.
Always
Always
a good
important.
idea. So I light my cigar and I'm driving, and I crack my window and I'm holding the cigar up to the window so that the smoke doesn't get out. And I'm driving. And good songs on the radio and I'm playing, singing along, and everything's cool. All of a sudden I'm going, why is it so smoky in here? So I don't think to look out this one. So I cracked the other window, figuring, maybe it was a cross breeze, this will get the smoke out. And I'm still sitting here like this, going, man, it's smoky in here. So I look up, and I wasn't holding my cigar by the window, I was holding it on the headliner of the car. So my headliner was burning.
Oh my God.
I had a hole in my headliner about that big.
Oh
So-
That's what was
my God.
causing all the smoke.
So let me just tell you my road formula. I gotta go sunroof open, windows down. I mean, if you commit it, even wintertime, brother, you got to put that jacket on and a hat and a scarf and just got to commit to smoking, baby.
Okay.
I mean, you just got to
I
do
know,
it, baby. You
I
just
know.
got to do it, baby. If you want that cigar that bad,
Yep.
Yeah.
I always think of that movie, The Gumball Rally, when they're driving in that Cobra. Those
Oh,
two
okay,
guys,
yeah.
and they're all covered up, and that's what I think about.
Gotcha.
Like,
I gotcha.
So.
I'll
Well, this
smoke
was
in
a
the
fun.
rain.
This was a fun topic. So we'll do this at a future episode. I want to hear your guy hitting on your story. I've got a couple others. We'll do that on the next episode.
Oh, I don't have it. There's just.
You
I've
said there
had-
was one that was hilarious that you wanted to share, but we'll talk about it later. We'll think about some more. If you guys have your own embarrassing moments you'd like to share, please do. Comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we would appreciate it. And as you all know, we've mentioned it, Matt Podolsky, the owner of the store, did pass away a couple weeks ago. His memorial is this Saturday, January 26th at 2 p.m. at Sparkman Funeral Home in Richardson. off of Greenville. And Tony missed out. He didn't get to say, he wanted some time to share his thoughts on Matt, so we're going to let him do that.
I just wanted to say, first of all, that Matt was always a good friend to me. And, first and foremost, I want to give my condolences to Mary and let her know that my prayers are certainly with her and the rest of the Podolsky family and the extended family here at Calypso. And, Randy, of course, because Randy was real good friends with Matt. And, Matt was, really took care of Randy over the years. And him and Matt had a very close bond, and were real good friends. And Matt was always in Randy's corner in all the decisions that Randy made, and that's always good to see. It's always good to see a boss that encourages you to grow in this industry. I met Matt at the old Calypso location, and from the get-go, man, Matt, you could tell Matt was old school. Matt didn't coddle you. He didn't hold your hand. Matt told you like it was. When I got into repping, Matt told me straight up, I'm going to give you a shot in my store. And if your products don't make it, I'm going to pull you. That's it. And thankfully, products did pretty good here. And he told me, hey, man, it was a surprise to me that your products did good. And we're gonna go ahead and expand you in, and it worked out for us. It worked out for the both of us. And that was the thing. Matt didn't pull any punches, and that's refreshing in this day and age, because we're living in a day and age to where we're so worried about stepping on toes and this and that. Matt Podolsky wasn't like that, man. Matt wasn't a mean person. Matt was just a truthful person, and that's what you need in this world today. And Matt brought that. You would go to, when you had a meeting with Matt, you talked about life, and you talked about things, and you talked about what was going on in your life, and Matt talked about what was going on in his life. And you'd sit and you'd talk for about 40 minutes, and then about the last 5 minutes of that meeting, you'd walk in the humidor, and he'd put his order in. And he'd shake your hand, and he'd say, all right, I'll send you a PO, over the email or whatever. And that's business, man. You see, Matt wasn't trying to just waste your time and everything. But see, Matt wanted to know if you were going to be there for him. Matt wanted to know if you were going to be there, if you were going to be committed to sitting down and talking business with him. And that business was probably in the way of just talking small talk. But he wanted to know if you were going to be committed to being around, because he wanted to know if you were going to be there to be committed to sitting down with him and talking. And that was going to show him, hey man, am I going to be able to count on you when I need something? Am I going to be able to count on you when I need something at the last minute? And that showed Matt that you had commitment to his store, to doing business with him. And that's what you call old school business. And that's what Matt was. He was an old school businessman. And we see less and less of that in these days. And I tell you what, Matt was good at that. And Matt was my friend. And I'm going to miss him dearly. And I want to give my condolences again to Mary. And Mary, I know you probably won't see this, but I just need to say it that Matt was a good man. He was my friend, and I'm gonna miss him. And the world's gonna be less of a better place without a man like Matt Podolsky. So thank you.
Well said, bro. Well said. And we will end it on that note. Nothing further needs to be said after that. Thank you for watching episode 10. We'll be back next week with episode 11. I'm Randy Rankin for Faith Cox, Big Tony Gomez, Jerry Morris, and Matt Podolsky.